Today is Tuesday, September 20, 2022. I'm Pastor Michael, and this is Wilderness Wanderings. Our text is from Psalm 98. Sing to the Lord a new song, for he has done marvelous things. His right hand and his holy arm have worked salvation for him. Let the sea resound, and everything in it, the world and all who live in it. Let them sing before the Lord, for he comes to judge the earth. He will judge the world in righteousness, and the peoples with equity. Psalm 98, 1, 7, and 9. Momentous events need to be celebrated. In our personal lives, birthdays and anniversaries are marked with celebrations. We throw a party for graduations and other major accomplishments. In our communal lives, we do the same. We mark the anniversaries of our churches with special gatherings and worship services. I've been part of a few of these. We celebrate the birth of our country with red and white celebrations each July. Some can remember the celebrations which marked the end of World War II. Great art and great music also mark turning points in human life. Who can miss the grandeur and pathos of Tchaikovsky's 1812 Overture? But how many of us know that it was composed to commemorate Napoleon's defeat at the gates of Moscow? Or who can remain seated as Handel's Messiah crescendos in the Hallelujah chorus? Well, except yours truly at the age of 4, who slept through it. My dad used to love to tell that story. The cultural revolutions of the 60s coincided with the birth of rock and roll. Church history also shows us that every great revival has produced new songs. Suddenly, an awakened people break traditional forms, giving voice to their praise. This was true in the Reformation, in Wesleyanism, Pentecostalism, and the Jesus movement. They all brought new worship music into the life of the church. In Psalm 98, God's marvelous works prompt the call for a new song. Israel has experienced marvelous things. God has acted and gained the victory. Israel has experienced salvation because God has remembered his covenant. The earth is called to join in the singing with instruments and joyful shouts. Finally, all of creation must add its praise because God is coming to judge the earth and bring in his final resolution. Nothing is to be spared in praise of God. Every voice and every known instrument are to raise a shout of praise. The celebration is to be as over the top as possible. Nothing is too big to express the praise of the one who made us and saves us. But this calls forth a question. Do we dance and sing when we think of Judgment Day? Do we trust God to judge with equity all the peoples of the earth? Can we really join in the celebration in loud voices? The celebration here is not trite. We are called to celebrate God's judgment on us and on the world. What is this judgment? Pastor Anthony spoke about it yesterday, but I think it's worth a few more words. Israel's expectation that God would come to judge the world in righteousness was her faith that one day God's will would be done on earth as in heaven. As Jesus would later explain, his reign begins with the deep foundation of God's rule in the human heart, yours and mine. God's shalom will govern the earth. As Ezekiel foresaw, our hearts of stone would be broken and replaced with hearts tuned into God's Spirit. This judgment will remove our conflicted loyalties so that we will worship God alone. To sing such psalms is to long for God's salvation, not just for the world, but for ourselves as well. They awaken in us a renewed dedication to our Redeemer, inspiring in us a desire to flee from all evil and to embrace all that is good and righteous. These are good songs. Are you singing them? As you journey on, go with the blessing of God. May the peace of the Lord Christ go with you wherever he may send you. May he guide you through the wilderness, protect you through the storm. May he bring you home rejoicing at the wonders he has shown you. May he bring you home rejoicing once again into our doors.